Good evening, everybody. We are back yet again. Today probably would be the last time for this particular game, though, as we are getting close to the finish of the storyline, at least. There is also different game mode, which called Adventure, which I don't know what exactly it does, but it says in this mode you can go on adventures in the world of Naruto Shippuden after the events of the story mode, so we will also check that thing.
But after escaping death, the two returned to the real world with a new power. For the sake of the shinobi world, they accepted power from Hagoromo, the sage of the Six Paths. And the final battle of the Fourth Great Ninja War began.
I think they spoiled it a bit, no? Or the game decided to not include the part related to the how the Sage of the Six Paths shared the power with us.
Is that Naruto?
That man is gone. Did he burn up into ash and disappear?
I saved Bushier Brow Sensei!
Saved him? What are you talking about?
I don't quite understand it myself. I feel like I can change everything now.
Seems like something happened to you. But in the end, nothing will change. You cannot defeat me. I have the power of the Six.
I'm not gonna defeat you, stupid! We're gonna defeat!
You, Madara.
Sasuke, you too? What's with them? How can they go this far?
This is... Am I... dead?
You aren't dead.
Huh?
This is the world of your mind. Just consider yourself in the space between reality and the afterlife.
Who are you, old man?
I am a monk who's come to watch and see how Ninshu ends, surpassing all generations, traversing this world with chakra alone. My name is Hagoromo Atsutsuki, the founder of Ninshu, also known as the Sage of the Six Paths.
What? The guy who created ninjutsu? If you're the sage, then I have a lot of questions for you.
The questions can come later. First, you should listen to what I have to say. No, you must. As the reincarnation of Asura, it's also your duty.
Huh? Asura? What the heck are you talking about?
Allow me to explain everything from the beginning. About my sons and my mother. My mother, Kaguya Atsutsuki, came to your land from a very distant place. She came to harvest the fruit of the divine tree. In this war, you saw the divine tree as well, didn't you? She harvested its chakra fruit. She ingested the fruit, acquired its power, and then came to rule this land. But a power that's too strong creates conflict. In the end, people both worshipped her as the rabbit goddess and feared her as a devil. Then Kaguya gave birth to 2 sons. One of them was me. In order to atone for the sins that our mother left behind, we fought with the Ten Tails, the incarnation of the Divine Tree. The Divine Tree had gone berserk and was trying to reclaim the fruit that had been taken from it. It was a violent battle. We were both wounded, but we persevered, achieved victory, and sealed the Ten Tails inside me. Then some time passed, and I fathered 2 sons. I named the elder one Indra, the younger one Asura, and taught them about Ninshu. They were both my sons, but there was one big difference between them. One possessed genes that had strongly inherited my chakra, while the other's was rather weak. Indra was truly a genius. He could do anything on his own, and took pride in how he was different from other people. In contrast, Asura never seemed to succeed in anything, and he wasn't able to achieve anything on his own. Therefore, he always put forth effort and depended on help from his allies. They also answered Asura's calls for help, which created harmony. Through watching how Asura lived, I caught a glimpse of a new possibility. That's when I decided to entrust Ninshu to Asura. But Indra wouldn't accept it. And thus began a long, long battle. The feud didn't end between Indra and Asura. Even after their bodies died, their chakra never disappeared, and over time, they were reincarnated over and over again. Naruto. Earlier I told you that you were the reincarnation of Asura. Now do you understand? And the current reincarnation of Indra is...
Sasuke.
Exactly. Indra's chakra dwells within Sasuke. My son's chakra moved from Hashirama and Madara to you two. Even now, after decades and centuries, the brothers' battle continues.
So this whole time, Great-Grandpa, you've been watching your kids fight with each other?
Yes, I suppose you could say that.
Huh.
Through Ninshu, I tried to explain that chakra was here to connect individuals. But Kaguya used chakra only for herself, and unified the world with its power. But unification through power is nothing but a rampage. Therefore, she became a being to fear. The same could be said for Madara now. If he continues to acquire power, then eventually... I want you to stop Madara. The circumstances, your will, I feel something special in you compared to all the other vessels so far. That's why I'd like to place a bet on your potential.
I've already placed that bet myself.
Kurama!
Me too.
Why are you inside me?
Obito pulled a part of Shukaku's and my chakra out from Madara. He knew that there were a few tailed beast powers which you were lacking.
Lacking?
Did you forget? You've been receiving chakra from sources other than Shukaku and Gyuki for some time.
Oh. You mean from back then? You're right. The other tailed beasts did share their chakra with me earlier.
It took a while, but now all the tailed beasts are together. Which means the promised time has come.
Naruto, it really seems like you do have a certain charm that invites others to help you. Shukaku, Matatabi, Isubu, Son Goku, Kokuo, Saiken, Chome, Gyuki, Kurama. Naruto, what do you want to do? How do you hope this battle will end?
I'm an idiot. So I don't really get all that Asura reincarnation stuff. But I know what it means to have friends. And I want to protect that. That's all.
So, that's your answer.
Yeah.
Entrusting everything to Asura is what created this calamity. Now, I'd like to entrust my power to you as the reincarnation of Indra. Whatever happens beyond this point, Naruto, Sasuke, that's up to you.
Sasuke isn't my real brother, but I know that we can come to an understanding. After all, we're really good friends.
Now, raise your dominant arm.
I never thought they would be able to push me back.
Hear me, weakling who harbors fear.
A voice?
Take me inside you. Take it all. Take all of the divine tree inside you. Do that, and infinite power will be yours!
I never thought the divine tree itself would bestow me with power. Naruto Uzumaki, Sasuke Uchiha. I have now acquired perfect immortality for all eternity. No matter how strong you get, you will never be able to stop me.
We haven't even fought yet, and you're already jumping to conclusions?
So be it. Then this shall be our final battle.
Naruto prefers scientific method where conclusions are not drawn before the experiment.
I knew it.
Damn, that is powerful.
Every single one of these attacks.
Focus on the shadows attack. Even you should be able to sense them.
It's tough, but there's no time for complaining.
This is the power that will change everything about the shinobi world.
Ouch.
I don't believe them. Simply need to accept that they are children. Entertain me even more than that. You can't get away. Did.
Damn it!
Don't get too worked up.
This is the power that will change everything about the shinobi world.
Let me first get back.
This would struggle. Limbo. This will throttle you to the Limbo Border Jail.
Ouch. We will restart, by the way, because I was trying to... I was really bad, I could have done much better.
Awaken. You aren't supposed to choose your...
I will retry, yeah.
Could not take them both out at once.
I knew it. Looks like there was another one that our mother himself.
One who exists in the invisible world of Limbo.
Right here!
Focus on the shadows attacks. Even you should be able to sense them.
It's tough, but there's no time for complaining.
This is the power that will change everything about the shinobi world. Entertain me. Let's dance, you creatures. Entertain me. You should be honored. This is the power that will change everything about the shinobi world.
This is annoying. How do you dodge it?
That other monitor keeps getting in the way.
Don't get too worked up. Exactly what he wants.
Limbo. That does not matter at this point. The desperate struggle ends here.
Let's go!
Later!
Limbo Border Jail.
Let's go!
Later!
Limbo Border Jail.
You know what to do after he shows an opening, right?
Narutooooo! Yeah!
Did I fail quick time event? Or we will get to continue it now?
He moved?
He switched places with the shadow.
This is bad! Kakashi-sensei's over there!
Finally.
Are you sure about this?
Yeah. Hurry up and take my left eye and...
I don't think so.
Come we!
Sakura!
Where? Kakashi-sensei! Sensei, the left eye!
Where's Obito? I thought Madara jumped over too.
Yeah, he did. But then Obito let me escape.
Kakashi-sensei! Can I see that left eye for a minute?
Huh?
Okay. Kakashi-sensei, open your eyes.
No way, how did you do that?
Well... It's kinda hard to explain.
So that's how you saved Guy.
Yeah.
Enough talking. He'll be here soon. He must have both Rinnegan eyes now. He won't be like he was before. Prepare yourselves.
Yeah.
You haven't forgotten what I taught you during your first bell training, have you?
Of course not! Teamwork!
Then... dying together is also a special type of teamwork, is it not?
Obito.
Obito isn't here anymore. This body is mine now.
I gathered up the tail beast chakra and acquired the power of the divine tree, and now I have acquired both Rinnegan eyes. You could even say that I have surpassed the Sage of the Six Paths himself. I have reached the realm of the gods. Through a god's eyes, you look like nothing but a bunch of tiny, brittle creatures.
Planetary devastation!
Sasuke!
Naruto, did you figure it out?
Yeah, he has 4 shadows now!
Planetary devastation and the Shadow Susanoo. Quite the combo. Now, writhe. Keep dancing for me.
Damn. That's even more hardcore than in the anime, I think.
I never expected
Must be different on 5 of the
Damn, I mess up again.
Here's the first one!
third one.
You possess extraordinary ability compared to the rest of the Uchiha clan. It's a pity that you decided to use that power. The true battle begins now. Reaction time is getting slower.
Sasuke, be careful! I have a bad feeling!
I'll end your pathetic lives here and now.
Sasuke, I'm ready!
Don't miss my chance.
Sasuke, are you okay?
I shall feel pain very soon. Just a little more, Hashirama. My path was the correct one. My infinite soul will lead people to true happiness.
Oh no, camera is... Wonder what I was doing wrong. I was, well, obviously poorly dodging, but
supposed to go to sleep yet. Choose your own path.
for me as a player, it's not clear sometimes how to dodge it exactly, because like simply moving around is not enough apparently.
Difficult to take on 500 at once. Well, show me what kind of plan you have come up with, Sasuke.
Sasuke! Fight him! Just stay there.
The true battle begins now.
Here's the first one! Sasuke, be careful. I have a bad feeling.
You possess extraordinary ability compared to the rest of the Uchiha clan. It is a pity that you decided to use that. If you had joined our side, this is for something meaningful.
I guess your brain must have rotted while you were underground for all those years.
I'll end your pathetic lives here and now.
Sasuke, I'm ready!
He's gone.
God damn it.
It really does seem like Sasuke possesses something similar to what I have. I cannot hold back any longer!
Sasuke, are you okay?
From your pain.
I cannot reach those things because he spams his attack.
A new dream shall begin.
Okay, this is extremely annoying. I think I'm missing the windows when I need to attack the
You aren't supposed to go
Madara.
to sleep yet. Choose your own
Maybe I don't
path
need to kill all of the
and walk
limbo,
again.
but just one is enough and I can attack after it. Because I think I was taking too long. Like, no way we need to dodge out.
Even with all the power you have gained, imagine it must be. Show me what kind of plan you have come up with, Sasuke.
I'll fight too!
Just stay there.
Know how to entertain.
Here's the first one!
The true battle begins now. possess extraordinary ability compared to the rest of the Uchiha clan.
Sasuke, be careful! I have a bad feeling!
I'll end your pathetic lives here and now.
Sasuke, I'm ready!
I won't miss my chance. He's gone.
Time is getting slower.
Sasuke, are you okay?
No, we are not.
I cannot hold back any longer. Just a little more, Hashirama. I realize that my path was the correct one. Equal to true happiness.
This becomes scroll shooter instead of the fighting game. This is really annoying, to be honest.
Awaken. You aren't supposed to go to sleep yet. Choose your own path and walk again.
Restart because we don't need the...
Even with all the power you have gained, I imagine it must be difficult to take on 5 of me at once. Well, show me what kind of plan you can come up with, Sasuke.
Sasuke, I'll fight you!
Just
The
stay
true
there.
battle begins now. ordinary ability against the rest of the Uchiha clan. It is a pity that you decided to use that power in the wrong way. If you had joined our side, you could have used it for something much more meaningful.
Sasuke, be careful. I have a bad feeling.
I'll end your pathetic lives here and now.
Third one.
Sasuke, I'm ready.
I won't miss my chance.
He's gone.
Wait, what?
This power, it really does seem...
This is my window. I can't miss it.
I cannot hold back any longer!
We have managed after many retries.
Enough already.
Let's finish it with this next move, Sasuke.
Yeah.
In front of us! He's the Jiraiya and Narutooooo, and all the other shinobi have been wishing for. It's right in front of our eyes! We can't go down until we knock you down!
He's nothing but a transient. True peace only exists in dreams. Dreaming is the only way for us to reach utopia.
Enough about your dreams! If you really want to go inside a dream that much, then just go by yourself!
How do you have this much power?
Your dream ends here. Get out of my sight.
Sasuke Uchiha. The only ones left. All I need to do is take you to planetary devastation. I fall to you, maggots! I cannot believe it. You have pushed me this far. Amazing. There is no other word to describe it. But I am the one who will get to see his true dream come true.
Sasuke!
I've been waiting for this moment the entire time. And no one's going to get in my way.
According to that stone monument, where the one who possesses the power of the Renegon nears the moon, an eye will open in the moon in order to activate the infinite dream.
This is bad. No.
Sasuke?
Looks like they noticed just at the last moment. Oh well. It's already finished.
Shine over the world, infinite Tsukuyomi. Now! Become one!
The sound effect of like a radio station or signal like on the submarine when the Kaguya was looking at the...
It is finished.
Where like effect was the cut from the West Kaguya view.
Naruto.
As of now, all your friends are sound asleep. It looks like it didn't work on Sasuke Susanoo, though.
I should have expected as much. But this battle is over now. As the Messiah, I have severed the connection between cause and effect in this world with my own hands, and all people have been freed from the futility of pain and anguish. Right now, your friends are enjoying the happiness of the infinite Tsukuyomi as they drown in its sweet dreams. This is the true dream I have always wanted. I changed hell into heaven. You should understand by now, it's all over.
I'm not gonna let things end here! We're still here, and as long as we are, there's no way this is gonna end!
Maggots. Black Zetsu, this is your last mission. Help me crush them.
Yes, Lord Madara. Is that what you thought I'd say?
What?
Black Zetsu, how dare you?
Madara, you aren't the Messiah, nor are you the end.
What are you talking about? I am the one who created you. You are my very will, and nothing more.
Wrong. The will inside me doesn't belong to you. My will is the will of Kaguya.
Kaguya?
And I've been waiting for this moment the entire time. The moment when you complete the infinite Tsukuyomi and use up all your power!
You ingrate.
What? What's going on?
Sasuke, that guy!
Yeah, he just said Kaguya.
Kaguya!
The Sage of the Six Paths, Mom!
Don't tell me.
What the?
This is chakra.
But a power that's too strong creates conflict. In the end, people both worshipped her as the rabbit goddess and feared her as a devil.
Sasuke,
Yes, I'm sure of it now.
this is the one who Great-Grandpa was talking about.
Kaguya Otsutsuki.
That was a long chapter or episode, but mostly because we spent too much time on that stupid fight, scroll shooter fight.
Kaguya Otsutsuki. This is the mother of the Sage of the Six Paths?
These two are Hagoromo and Hamura. No. Indra and Asura.
No, Mother. They're Naruto and Sasuke, the two vessels of reincarnation.
Black Zetsu.
He's changed somehow.
Finally. Now Mother has been resurrected. I can return to her side.
Just... who are you?
A child of my mother, Kaguya.
What are you talking about?
You probably don't know this, but my mother was sealed by the hands of the Sage of the Six Paths, Hagoromo, and his younger brother, Hamura. Just before she was sealed, I was born from the very last ounce of her power. Born with a mission to revive her.
Why would Great-Grandpa do that? I thought he sealed the Ten Tails!
Looks like you don't quite understand what the Ten Tails really is. That thing isn't really the Divine Tree. It's my mother herself.
What?
Not even Hagoromo knows this. He didn't even know that I'd been working to revive her this entire time.
The Ten Tails was Kaguya. If that's the truth, then that means you must have gotten close to Madara and used him all for the sake of unsealing and reviving her.
That's right. I made him think that he created me, then worked as his shadow to enact the infinite Tsukuyomi. Since the infinite Tsukuyomi is capable of gathering so much chakra, it was the sole way of reviving her. Of course, Madara wasn't the only one I used. I used everything I could get my hands on. I fed the fire of Indra's jealousy toward Asura through his descendants. I even controlled the Uchiha clan as it suited me.
People, wills, traditions, history. You really did use all of that?
Remember, it's the whole reason I was born. While my mother was gone, I wrote down everything and created history. In other words, the path that you all walked, the story of the shinobi, was merely a story that I created in order to resurrect my mother. Naruto, it doesn't matter how hard you glare at me. Right, Mother? Oh, that's right. You've been sealed for so long. Did you remember the faces of your children? They're your enemies, though. The ones who stole your chakra.
Yes. That's right. I hate them.
Here she comes. This is insane!
Yeah.
Hagoromo, Hamura, you belong to me. It's time to gather up all my chakra and unify it once more.
Naruto, you know what to do?
Yeah. We can just seal her again!
Let's do it!
Sweat keeps pouring out of me! This chakra is crazy!
It's on a whole different level from Madara's.
The range of her attacks is insane!
Naruto, you realize she has yet to utilize her true power, right?
Yeah.
Let me fight. Get back. Wait here. Right
Lament your weakness.
You won't get away.
This is my realm. There is nothing you can do.
Yes! That's it!
You won't get away.
Don't tell me you actually think you're pushing me back. If you do,
I have an idea! Leave it to me!
Let's go!
Too slow! Okay, guys, here I go!
You won't get away.
Let's go! Reverse Harajutsu! Yeah! Perfect!
I'll leave the rest to you.
Not yet!
Change the space around it at will.
Mother's power is on a completely different level.
We're not done yet!
now! Naruto!
Now!
Obito, you're awake.
Kakashi, I'm not dead.
Let me give you a quick rundown.
This is our chance, Mother.
Oh, so that's what happened. But how are we going to stop Kaguya?
Sasuke and I will figure...
He disappeared.
Something must have happened to the host that made it impossible to retain the clones.
I can't move. Damn it.
You're not allowed to touch them.
Him.
Obito!
They just keep coming out.
Everyone.
Amaterasu!
Escaping will take some time. I need to keep her busy until then.
I can't let you go out there alone. Let me help.
I'll help too. I can spare a little chakra.
Mother, if we don't stop them, they're going to keep annoying us. Let's take them out first.
I need to withstand this until Naruto and Sasuke can escape the ice. That's all I can do right now. This will be my final repentance. Kakashi, Sakura, back me up.
You're about to die, and you're out of chakra. What could you possibly do? Nothing. Because you're a fool. One who lost all those who were precious to him, who never made his dream come true. You have no right to stand in front of God. You don't belong here.
You're right. I've done nothing but fail, over and over again. I'm guilty of a multitude of mistakes. Even throughout my failure-filled life, I was still able to find a tiny sliver of life. It's something so small. Someone like you could never see it. But to me, it's something I want to protect. Even if I die, you should talk about this garbage. Don't you realize that you're about to be crushed? Even a broken clock is right twice a day. Besides, someone's supporting me now. I won't get crushed that easily.
Leave this to me!
Good luck!
You won't get back! This is not quite! You won't...
This should dispose of you.
Not quite! You better back off.
Okay.
Now's the time to get on.
Naruto, I owe you. Despite what I was, you still gave me back my life. Something else. I bear responsibility for plunging me into the darkness. Possibly. I wish I could give you another chance. That's why I don't want to see you two die here. This is it.
This should dispose of you. You won't get away.
They got past.
Thanks, Obito! We'll take it from here!
How can dying maggots be this persistent? Mother, let's just kill them right there.
Yes.
The gravity here is super strong.
My body feels so heavy!
But it looks like she's used up a lot of chakra as well.
Are you all right, Mother? Let's hurry up and finish this, then leave this dimension.
I no longer have the power
To defeat her.
which means the only thing I can do now.
I must protect Naruto and Sasuke, even if it kills me. I must protect them! Obito, you...
Kakashi, just stay here for now.
Him.
Why?
Look at your face. Now I get to be all alone with Rin. You'd only ruin things, Kakashi.
Obito!
You really taught me a lot. And you probably still have a lot of suffering left waiting for you. But just make sure you stick to your ninja way, all the way to the end. Stay strong, and don't break your word. Is that how it went? Yes, that's it. Naruto, I just know you'll become the Hokage.
Yeah.
And Kakashi.
During dramatic moments, gravity is not as hard, as heavy apparently, so...
Better not come and join me for a while. Survive until the very end. What? Come on, Kakashi. Don't give me that face. Don't make a face like that for trash like this. What's this feeling? It feels like it's bubbling up from inside me. Oh, that's it. I'm happy. At the very end, I got to stand right next to my friend. I get it. That's why I'm smiling. You don't need to be merciful towards someone who's this guilty, Kakashi. I just want you to send me off. Thank you. For everything.
Let's go.
Why are you getting so desperate? The only thing you can change is the order that you die in. You're all such fools!
Don't laugh at my friend!
I don't think that what has happened in the anime, right?
The Sharingan? But how? Your eye was stolen!
This is the power that Obito left to me at the very end.
That little worm. He kept screwing with my plans right to the very end. But it's fine, Mother. They're all just...
mine. That power is mine.
Mother?
My power.
Calm down, Mother! Oh no, she really must have used up too much power. She's starting to lose her mind.
Who said you could use that? I will not permit any more foolish actions committed with my chakra!
Okay, this certainly did not happen there in the anime. Like, I am quite confident. At least I certainly cannot remember it.
Obito, thank you. I'll use the power you lent me to protect them. And the world.
Damn. Kakashi is also super powerful now.
This power, it's nothing like any Sharingan I've seen so far.
Kakashi-sensei.
You okay?
Looks like I'm nearing my limit. But not even she can withstand all that damage.
What is that?
Is that one of those balls that I have behind me?
But it's way bigger than those.
That's...
Are you okay, Mother? She can't even hear me anymore. I never thought I'd see her like this.
I am the mother of all chakra. Pieces of my chakra cannot stop me.
What? What?
Above you!
It's starting to fall.
The chakra must be unified. The chakra must be unified.
You're going to die, and she's going to absorb you. It's the final path that remains for you. This is it. The end of Shinobi history!
Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura. Do you have any intention of following the final path he's talking about?
Not at all.
So casually, like nothing is happening.
Shinobi
Like,
history is something that's super heavy, and it's been going on for a long time, defined by the way that all those shinobi lived and died. It isn't something that you two can mess around with. And I'm not gonna let it end. We're going to protect the history of shinobi.
Stupid ninja! No matter how much you howl, you'll never get another future!
Now disappear.
This is the end! Let's do this! Sasuke, Sakura!
Yeah.
Let's go.
Your tiny chakra. Just who do you think I am?
Right here. Trying to kill us.
This should dispose of
I'm getting scared here!
There isn't much time left. Attack instead of defending. We need to attack.
Yeah! Get away. This is really hard! Let's go!
You've got time to talk, then keep attacking. We have hardly any time left. Let me fight.
The black things are right in front of us.
I know!
Get back.
We're out of time! We'll just have to keep attacking over and over again!
What are you aiming at?
just underestimated us too much. Don't underestimate us, Shinobi!
Leave it to me!
Fly.
Let me fight.
Fly. Fly. You cretins!
Naruto, ready?
Yeah!
Impossible. The mother of all chakra. Lose to these offspring.
How should I put this? My first impression is, I hate you all. As of now, I love you all.
Six paths! Planetary devastation!
What? Planetary devastation? Yeah, that I guess explains it. That's funny looking.
Hey, Kurama!
I'm finally free? It took long enough.
Sorry. But now, it's all over.
You all seem like you're ready to celebrate, but how are we gonna get out of here?
Oh, right!
Relax. I figured something out. We can use the Sage of the Six Paths power to...
Huh?
take us back.
Looks like you're all safe.
Great-Grandpa! Wait, what? Why are you here?
I borrowed a bit of chakra from both of you when we were in your mental space. I just used that to take you back to the real world. Bringing you back here was a necessity, you see. Naruto and Sasuke, Sakura and Kakashi, you did an excellent job saving the world. I doubt you would have been able to seal my mother, even if one of you had been missing. Especially you two, Naruto and Sasuke. If you hadn't come together, you wouldn't have been able to stand up to her, let alone seal her. And you'll need to stay that way.
Great-Grandpa, you don't need to say anything else.
I see. Then I'll leave the rest to you two. It's about time we were on our way. Now, the reanimation jutsu will be undone. You may have fought together with them, but I can't just leave you all here forever.
Light.
What you said to the sage. I believe you. Take good care of the Hidden Leaf and the Shinobi world.
There's nothing left for us to do here. Just like Saru said, we will leave the rest to you.
Madara. You're going?
Yeah. With you.
In the end, my dream was crushed. And it was connected to your dream, too.
You rush things too much, Madara. There was no reason for us to perfect our dreams during our generation. We should have focused on how to entrust our dreams to those who come after us. That's the important thing. Either way, we're going to die now. Next time we meet, let's have a drink together on the other side. As old war buddies.
Naruto,
Dad.
before I disappear, there's something I wanted to say to you. Happy birthday.
Thanks.
I wasn't able to stay here for very long, but I was still able to see how much you've grown. I'll tell Kushina everything.
Tell her I've eaten a lot of stuff with Granny, so I'll be fine. I eat tons of stuff. I'm never picky. I take a bath almost every day. Sometimes I go to the Hidden Leaf hot springs, too. But everyone says that I never stay in long enough to really soak. And I made a lot of friends. They're all good people. And, anyway, I wasn't able to do everything she told me. But I really tried hard. I have a dream, too. I want to be a Hokage who surpasses you, Dad. And I'm gonna make it come true no matter what. Tell Mom on the other side. Tell her that she doesn't need to worry about me at all. That I'm gonna be fine.
Okay, I'll tell her everything.
And so, the Fourth Great Ninja War, which caused massive destruction and took many lives, came to an end. Some became light and disappeared, while others were left behind. Their various emotions created new connections, and began to turn the pages of Shinobi history once more.
Now, the final episode, we all know what needs to happen. The battle between Sasuke and Naruto. At least that's what I assume should happen.
Repeating antagonism. Repeating rejection. And repeating calls from friends. In the next chapter, new life.
Just what are you?
Your friend.
Ooh. 41 minutes. That's one juicy piece of content. I guess we will leave it for tomorrow, because it's already past our regular stream time. This would be a good, as I mentioned, this would be a good point to stop for today. We will finish this game tomorrow, I believe. Even though I was thinking that we would do it today, but apparently not. As usual, sorry, I clicked to mute my mic, but yeah, as usual, thank you for the watching. See you tomorrow, and take care.